We're going to do Dynasty number 1. This first one was a 93 spot. Everybody gets a random player break. This first one filled up last night pretty quickly. I think the second one, I just was in the back, it has 28 spots. Of the 93 spots, there's 28 left in round 2. Anyway, we're going to roll the die to see which case we break. I only got 2 of them in right now. The rest of them are somewhere on UPS truck out there in the world. He should be by shortly. 1, 2, 3 left, 4, 5, 6 right. 4, 5, 6 right. We'll click the randomizers this many times. I'll roll different times for each break today because we got spots left in most of them. Damn, boxcars, the full way. All right, we'll click it 12 times on each side. Whatever player is beside your name will be your player throughout the break. Keep in mind there are only 5 cards in this, so to hit one, you got super lucky. Super lucky. 93 spots, 5 cards. So, by default, 87 people will not get a card. Unless, one year they were putting redemptions in there with the real hits, and a couple boxes would have 2 hits. They did that one year. If it had a redemption, they still put another card with it. So maybe they did that this year, if someone didn't sign in time. 12 times is a lot. Here's 11. And 12. Alright, so Brian, Dav, you get first pick in the draft. We should have did it that way. Only the top 5 people are in the break and then you draft. The other 87 are out. What do you guys think? Wilson would have got 2 picks. Wilson's like, I'm game. I'm okay with that. Alright, anyway. Here are your names if you want to look at your number. I'll call out who gets hits, obviously, when we hit them as well. Well, Wilson's on the bottom too. 12 times. Alright. Now, let's do the players. 1, 2. You notice there'll be some players with different teams, so make sure you see which team you're on. Some players have the same player, but they have different cards with different teams, according to the list. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. Has anyone ever checked their list 3 times? Twice seems sufficient, but 3 wouldn't be terrible, I guess. Last one, 12. Mike Trout goes to the top. If we get an old Trout in there, Brian will take it home. And we'll scroll down. And then I'll paste it onto a database and we'll look at it side by side as well. So you can get one last good look at what player you have. Twelve times. Is that Pedro? Pedro with the Expos on the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to set the camera down really fast. Just paste it to a database. And let me bring up a new sheet. That works. Then we'll copy to the database, and then actually I'm pretty sure I need to bring up a new sheet because if I'm searching, I don't want to search old databases. So let me bring up a new sheet. There we go. So copy that. Mike Trout on top. All the way down to the Pedro. And we do that, click bold, slide it over, killer boots. Wait a second here. Why did it scrunch those up? Oh, I know why. Never mind. It's still on that. Now we scrunch it over. That makes more sense. And we save that. Alright, we'll take one last look. Brian's on top with Trout. Like I say, I'll call out who wins what too, as we hit them. There'll only be 5 hits. So, any given case, you could hit. They're in. Your player is currently in some case somewhere. A ton of times, probably. Okay. All the way down to Pedro. All right, let's see what we get. Jacob, I just read that. Chris struggling with technology is partly why I come here. What's the other part, Jacob? Chris Lynn's got 10 spots, so he should have 10 players. It's actually Chris Lie if he's watching, but when he ordered, he spelled his name wrong. He left a couple letters out of his last name and he spelled it Lynn. Hot chicks? I hear you. All right, here we go. FedEx just actually brought this in this morning. Let's see what we get. See what the new Dynasty looks like. Empty. I don't know if you can see that or not. All right. Should be right on top. Oh, that's pretty. Forgot they put a sponge in these. 8 of 10. Clayton Kershaw. What patch is that from? Clayton Kershaw to strike first. Anybody know what that's from? Is it the All-Star game? He's an All-Star. Get your game on. Go play. Is that what they tell Clayton? Jade Kell. Jade strikes first. Nice card there, Jade. And these cards, I would imagine, are gem mint, considering they were made and put right into magnetics. So, I don't see a flaw in it. It's hard to keep the fat cards flawless, especially when they put them in a box and they rattle around. Actually, that corner might have a slighter shoot. I don't know. But anyway, nice start. Let's try this one, shall we? Is it Purdy? Purdy enough. It's a Cub, 4 or 5, so everybody that has a Cub player, you have a shot at this card. If you're currently watching and you own a Cub player. Jason Hayward. 4 or 5. I was going to put a serial number breakup for this, but I think a lot of cards are numbered to 5 or less, right? So it would be kind of unfair for the 6 through 10 spot, even though there are several numbered to 10. Would be unfair. Jade, wait a second. Did Jade get the other one too? Jade Kell? Who got the Clayton? No way, Jade got the first 2. Let me see how many spots Jade got. That's unreal. Jade has David Price, John Smoltz, Mike Piazza, Jason Hayward, and Clayton Kershaw. He got 5 spots and hit twice. What are the chances of that? Would it not be funny as can be if this was, who was Jade again? The next card, John Smoltz. The card after that, Mike Piazza 101. And that bottom one, David Price. Jade gets the whole case for 5 spots. You know how hard it is to hit a player? You get 5 spots and hit 2? That's insane. That's like $600 in box value. I don't know about card value. Another 3 of 5, and it's going to be David Wrong. Am I right? David Wright. 3 of 5. Well, we know Jay doesn't get that one. We already checked over his list. Brian Dav gets David right. Brian, you got a hit. Hope you get a 1-on-1. Just want to see it. Oh, I keep wanting to dump the cards out. Oh, that's a good looking patch. Robin Yount, 10 of 10. The patches have looked really nice. No one colors or anything. 10 of 10. Robin Yount goes to Simon Kit, War Turtles. Now the War Turtles have the power. Jojon. Last one. Will be Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Actually, there were 3 cards numbered to 10 and 2 numbered to 5. My dad brought it in, Sir Trout. It's actually a real tree that you plant after Christmas and it'll grow. So you don't just throw it away like most people do with a Christmas tree. Rod Carew patch autograph, 4 of 10. So let's see who got the Carew. Huey got it. Rod Carew with the Angels. I guess I need to check the teams. Yeah, he was with the Angels. All right, cool. That will do it for our first case of Dynasty. Thanks, everybody.